When you own the biggest website dedicated to Silvias in the world, you can rest assured that a stock standard Silvia ain't gonna suit your image. LOZ is the owner of Australia's largest automotive lifestyle-based forum website, ensued.com, so he needed a project car that would keep him at the front of the pack, and this S14.5 does the trick.
Hi, my name's LOZ, I'm 26 years old, I'm the owner of ensued.com, and that's my 200. Well, I purchased the S14 Gen 2 off of my best friend. Basically, it was an auto, never had any work done to it, and proceeded to pretty much tear most of the stuff that it came with out of the car and just built it up. And given the huge parts surplus we've got on the website now with all our good sponsors, I mean, there's a huge shopping cart to choose from, you know, it's just whatever you need. The great thing is I talk to most of my sponsors fairly regularly, and they all advertise on the site. They've all advertised on the site originally, and yeah, I guess they've obviously heard about us because we're the biggest in Australia, but yeah, it's just grown from there. At the moment we're getting around 2 million hits a day roughly, so that's the big number. We've got about 32,000 members at the moment. It's just become huge, and a lot of people are shifting to online to chat about their cars, so it's really been good for us.
It wasn't all smooth sailing though, as the car has had its fair share of dramas before getting to where it is.
At Drift Australia, it managed to last 3 laps unfortunately before it ended up warping the block. The head gasket, the truss head gasket was fine, and yet the block warped, so that was unfortunate. Coolant ended up leaking into the oil, and we had to call it a day. And since then it's been through a full rebuild, but yeah, it's making more power than it ever has, especially with the big T67 on there now.
LOZ couldn't really decide what he specifically wanted to use the car for, so it ended up becoming a bit of a jack of all trades. Well, it had to look good, so on went an S15 front end and a modified Vertex kit before it was painted in a custom gold pearl. A carbon bonnet and GT wing with 18-inch Volk GTCs keep it in style. Since it's a promo car for the website and sponsors, on went the custom graphics.
I'd say every time I drive I at least get 1 or 2 SMSs from somebody saying they saw me driving past, but yeah, I think a lot of the members have stayed through and watched the build-up process. They've seen all the good points and the bad points that I've gone through.
The interior is a bit of a mix, with black leather rear seats matching the Porsche GT2 front seats, but contrasting with the red carpet and Nardi steering wheel. A custom alloy dash panel was made up to hold the DEFI gauges and other electronics. The in-car entertainment comprises of a JVC in-dash DVD player and DLS splits, with the car seeing track action heavy subs were deemed unnecessary.
I started building it and didn't really have an aim towards it. I wanted to build something that looked good obviously, and went hard and was generally good at everything I think, and could be set up for whatever I wanted it to be. I think the main thing I wanted to get out there personally to do was just track days.
Other than looking good, the car had to go hard. Silvias have a reputation to keep. After engine dramas in the past, LOZ now has a stock bottom end, matched to a lightly ported head with HKS cams, a trussed sump and an ASE radiator. Help keep the engine happy. LOZ wanted usable power, so he went for the trussed TD06 SH25G turbo kit, with the smaller 8cm rear housing. It's mated to a Greddy intercooler kit and a large throttle body, then it dumps into a Blitz exhaust system. A Bosch pump feeds Nismo injectors and a SARD reg, while a Microtech computer controls the show, with a Greddy EO1 controlling the boost. It's drivable and responsive, but it still makes an easy 280 rear wheel kilowatts.
T67 just gives you that extra leeway, I think. It basically just, you can still run on low boost, and it's fairly responsive. For a high mount, I'm surprised that it still comes on pretty hard.
Stock SR20 gearboxes aren't the strongest, so LOZ installed a PPG dog engagement gear set. Its close ratio, combined with its lightning fast gear changes, means the car is very quick point to point. An extreme drift clutch gets the duty of transferring the power down to the Cusco one-way diff at the rear. Racer Industries provided the Project Mu brake upgrade, with massive 332mm rotors, calipers, pads and braided lines. The coilovers are HSD items, and there's adjustable caster, camber and tow rods. So that's pretty much all the bases covered. But do you think the project's finished? No way. We know projects never finish.
I think the things are to get it tuned properly, like completely, and so that it's making good power, and that we've got all the adjustments to be able to choose what we want there. To probably switch the suspension slightly to be more track, because it's set up for drift at the moment. And some new seats, R34 GDR seats.